Before the storm from the desert could reach Spain, Spain first had to become al-Andalus. In the spring of 711, small ships crossed the strait under cover of night. Not a war fleet, but merchant vessels, lent by a man who had turned against the Visigothic crown. They carried Tariq ibn Ziyad, a Berber commander serving Musa ibn Nusayr, governor of the Muslim West and master of Tangier. Tariq landed beneath a pale stone mountain rising over the sea. The place would preserve his name, Jabal Tariq, Gibraltar. The storytellers say he ordered the ships burned, then spoke to his 7,000 men. Behind them, the sea; before them, the enemy. There could be no retreat, only victory or death. Ahead lay the kingdom of the Visigoths, 3 centuries old, wealthy, and weakened by rivalries from within. Julian, Count of Ceuta, had opened the passage to its enemies. Revenge, legend says, for a daughter dishonored by the king. That king was Roderick. He marched south with the host of Hispania, far larger, the chroniclers say, than Tariq's force. In July 711, near the river Guadalete, the 2 armies met. The battle would decide the fate of a kingdom. On the wings of Roderick's army, rival nobles broke faith. The line collapsed. In a single day, Visigothic power was shattered. Roderick vanished in the fighting. His body was never securely identified. After him, the Visigoths never again crowned a ruler over all Hispania. Then the cities began to fall. One after another, their gates opened. Within 7 years, nearly the whole peninsula answered to new masters. They gave the land a name that would echo for centuries, al-Andalus, and Cordoba would become one of the greatest cities of the Western world. History had turned on its hinge. Men from the far Maghrib, once drawn into the empires of others, now stood among the makers of a new one. From that moment, Morocco and Iberia were bound across the water. The strait was no longer only a frontier, it became a road. But what the sword wins, power must hold. In the north, the Christian kingdoms survived, regrouped, and began their long advance south. Later, that movement would be remembered as the Reconquista. And as pressure grew, the fate of al-Andalus would turn again and again toward Morocco. Deep in the Sahara, a new force was already stirring. Veiled men of the desert, disciplined, austere, and driven by a hard vision of reform. The far west had conquered a kingdom. Soon, it would build an empire of its own. From the Sahara to the gates of the Pyrenees. That story comes next